everyone, and welcome to another video at my YouTube channel and blog. Yes, blog. I have started a blog, and the information for that will be in the video description below. Starting off by showing you a picture of the card that I'm making today and the supplies used. I used 3 different Close to My Heart stamp sets. I used Great Job, which is a new stamp set this year. And then I used Kaboom, which was a stamp of the month from last year. But I'm sure there's other firework ones out there. And then I used a Salute Our Heroes for the inside of the card. I also used some Close to My Heart ink in black, sapphire, canary, and cranberry. And I used a variety of Copic markers to color in the image. I'll have all those listed below. And I used my Misty tool, as you saw, to stamp this stamp because it has a lot of lines and stuff in it, and I ended up needing to stamp it 3 times to get a good image, so Misty is great for that. So I'm just coloring, just sticking with the basic red, white, and blue theme, and just alternating the stripes on my starburst, guess that's what you call it, starburst, in red, white, and blue. And this actually took a little bit of time because some of these areas are really tiny, and so you have to go kind of slow and hold your pen very upright to get a very fine line in some of these areas. So I actually sped this up quite a bit to get it to where you wouldn't be watching me color forever. So as this moves along, the Close to My Heart new annual catalog will be coming out very soon, and so I will show some images of that new catalog when it comes out, and also the new seasonal expressions catalog, which will be the holiday catalog, will be coming out very soon as well. So I know it's kind of weird to think about holiday in July, but gotta start on those Christmas cards early. It takes a while. So I'll be giving everybody glimpses of that as soon as I get my catalogs in. I also used on this card a set of square stitch dies. These actually alternate stitched and then dotted and then stitched. So that gave a fun effect to this card too. You can see I just pulled off the die for the main image. And then I decided to do a shadow on one side with light blues. And I got finished with it, and I left just the shadow on one side and then looked at it for a while I finished the rest of the card. I wasn't real sure if I just liked it on one side or not. So then I took liquid glass. This is a similar product as like glossy accents, and just put them over the top of my stars. I did put Wink of Stella on before I did that. Give a little glitter underneath the glossy or the liquid glass. And there I showed on the die that has the little dots. If you just run your fingernail on the back side, then it flicks out all those little dots, and you don't have any of the little dots clogging your little holes. So just a little quick tip there on how to get those out easily. So I'm just using the Salute Our Heroes stamp on the inside. And that stamp says home of the brave, home of the free, because of the brave. And then I put the little soldier on there that says we salute you. Believe it or not, it did not have a stamp that said Happy 4th of July. It's kind of crazy. And then I took some stars that was from the Great Job stamp set and just stamped some stars around in the canary. Okay, next I'm going to attach my red layer to my blue layer, and I'm going to take some of the firework stamps from the Kaboom stamp set, and I'm going to use the sapphire and the cranberry to just do some stamping on the on the layers, and I'm mashing down really hard to try and minimize that void area where you stamp over 2 pieces of cardstock. So I'm using the largest firework, I don't know, kaboom, and then 2 of the 2 smaller ones as well, and just alternating in the 2 different colors of ink. So more about the blog. So I just started it, so it doesn't have just a whole lot on it yet, but I'll be adding as quickly as I can to get it built up and to have as much information on there as possible. Okay, so I'm just finishing up the stamping there, and now I'm going to do the banner sentiment for the front that says "Let's Celebrate." So I'm just going to take the blues that I used on the card and color in the banner, and then I'm taking the mid-toned red that I used, which was kind of the brightest red, and use it for the shadow layer of the "Celebrate." So this took me a little bit. So let me just skip ahead through the coloring of this banner, because it did take a while to go inside all those little spots. Okay, I did go over the banner after it was finished coloring it with the Wink of Stella. Now I'm just bringing in my other pieces. Here's a look at the final piece with the blue outline around everything. I just thought that looked better than trying to shadow one side of it. So here I just added a piece of fun foam to the back and just putting some Tomo Mono on it and just layering it up. And then I'm going to also pop up the banner with a little bit of foam tape as well, just to give it another dimension off the card. This took a little bit to kind of fuss around with the little pieces of foam tape, but all in all, very easy. Okay, now just getting the liners peeled off of that and getting that centered on there. And I'm going to bring in my craft card base. It's a little lazy there, I didn't grab my bone folder, I just used a Copic marker to crease that a little bit more, make it lie flat. And there we go, there's our finished card for today. So please see the description box below for